Aquarius and Aquarius cross watchers to your monthly love reading for March 2023. Almost said 2022 again. So we have the relationship situation, and then we'll get into what each of you are thinking and feeling about each other and the relationship, and then actions or intentions towards each other. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. I hope you guys have had a great week. I do apologize that these are coming out a day late. I do want to say I was kind of doing the shuffling, and these two cards came out for your person. It just felt like it was such a powerful combination. Usually I would kind of have the cards around the two main ones come out on camera, but it just kind of felt like it belonged up here. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure this will be, I don't know. With the Ten of Cups reversed, Page of Swords, which to me usually talks about the cold heart truth, and then the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it definitely feels like, I feel like you're seeing the truth about somebody here, and it's not pretty. And what's in Aquarius's person's heart? And what are their actions or intentions towards Aquarius? I feel like this person, to a certain extent, it's like they might be, holy crap. Listen, this person feels a little bit obsessed with you, and I feel like they're trying to, listen, the Emperor and the Empress energy, of course, it's like, it's the highest form of those is that divine feminine, divine masculine energy. But just because somebody comes up as an emperor doesn't mean they're perfect and amazing and they're going to be this and they're going to be that. This is the energy of somebody that is really, really struggling against a lot of toxicity right now. I feel like they have a lot of ideas and conceptions, or misconceptions really, about what love is, can, should be. You know what I mean? And it's like they're trying to burst forth, they're trying to break through that, but I do feel that whatever this is has a pretty strong hold on them. I'm going to be straight with you. I don't feel they're in love with somebody else and there's someone that's got a hold on them that's, they're, seeing on the side or blah, blah, blah. Okay. It feels more like it's past relationship trauma. It's like this person may act like an emperor. They may think like an emperor, but I feel like inside they are terrified of getting their heart broken again. And may not be the actual situation, okay, but it's the energy of someone who's experienced that over and over and over and over again. And it's like they don't want to give up on love, but their experience has it's like if they didn't know any better, they would think that their experience is telling them to give up. You know what I mean? It's that kind of an energy. And how's Aquarius feeling about this person? What's Aquarius feeling? Okay. Come on now. All right. And actions or intentions towards this person. I also want to say, before I flip this card over, I feel like this person may be somebody that will often approach from a very physically, attraction, physical chemistry sort of thing. And it's not a statement on like, oh, they're one-dimensional and blah, 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 right? It feels more that it's like that's something that I feel like a lot of the time they have allowed that part of themselves to kind of lead the rest of them, like where they're going to go, right? So it's like they're physically attracted to a person, even if that person is a total nightmare, they'll go towards them. And I feel like your person has learned the lesson, okay? I feel like that's why they're coming up as this Emperor here, because it's like, yes, they've learned that lesson. Because I do want to say, for those of you that don't know, the person sitting in this chariot here is the Emperor, right? This is the Emperor that has kind of like, it's the kind of Emperor that isn't going to sit on their throne at home while other people take charge and take the lead, right? This is the kind of Emperor that wants to get out there, excuse me, and lead instead of supervise, if that makes sense. And so I feel like this person really wants to do that, but it does feel like this, it's like their previous approach to relationships, how they handled things. I feel like it was really not the best way, and they know that. It just feels like, it feels like if you've been through, or if you've been in, for example, let's say this person has, oh my gosh. Okay. Aquarius. As I'm about to explain this, I realize that usually I have Aquarius on this side and their person on this side. So I do apologize for the mix up. It just kind of felt like this was actually your person and this is you. So it's on different sides for what I usually do. So please flip it if that resonates better. But I am seeing this as your person. So with that said, it's almost like this person has consistently had relationships that were bad for them, that were dysfunctional in a certain type of way. And they know that and they see that and they want to change it. And it's like now they're having to, as they have new experiences with people, it's almost like they have to start kind of pulling out what is old and needs to go and what is new. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're having to like create new neural pathways. And I feel like they're having to, it's like they're trying to build a house while someone's trying to tear it down at the same time. And it's not a frantic energy, it is a consistent energy. It just feels like right now, that kind of obsessive thoughts, maybe their passionate side, is a big issue for them. I feel like that actually may be stopping them from coming towards you. It's almost the energy of somebody who sees themselves as having a lot of toxicity to deal with, and I feel like that may be stopping them right now. Aquarius. So we do have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Knight of Swords here. So Aquarius, I definitely feel that you want some freaking honesty. And I'm going to be straight with you. I feel like you are trying to be like emotionally mature. You're trying to turn away from all of this. And I feel like your head is like, okay, you know what? We need to just kind of like let sleeping dogs lie. I'm going to turn towards something else. I'm going to go look for my oh, there's your card. I'm going to go look for my Two of Cups. We should bring, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Really tough card. You can't see that. The Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, right? It's like whatever has been going on with you, you're not really interested in dealing with a situation where it's like where someone's going to test out their new self on you. Especially when that new self is prickly. I think I can't remember who said it, but it's like you're not really interested in hugging a cactus. You know what I mean? However, you are. And now let me explain that a little bit. Your head, okay, is like, you know what? This isn't working out. I feel like you do see a certain truth about this person. I don't actually feel like you are willing to let go right now. That doesn't mean that you're not willing to walk away. it just feels like there are some things that need to be said. It's like there's grievances that need to be aired for you to feel like you're getting, it's almost like you're getting the closure that you need. And I'm going to be straight with you. I am kind of getting, we'll dig into it a bit more. And I may be wrong, so I will get some clarifiers on it, but I actually feel like if you hold back too long, you might just blurt it out and be really blunt and just kind of come in and be like, why you being such a, So, can we get a clarifier on this King of Cups? It doesn't feel like you are feeling sorry for yourself. It does feel like, excuse me, like you put work into something here that it's almost this energy of like, was it a complete waste? Did I get anything out of it? Did I learn anything out of it? You know what I mean? I feel like you're trying to figure out what is going on, to be totally honest with you. I feel like you know that there's a lot that you don't know. You know that there's a lot going on underneath the surface with this person. I feel like they did really enjoy the time that they spent with you. I feel like however you made this person feel, I feel like they felt noticed, they felt appreciated, they felt loved, and they really liked that. And it's like I feel like their heart, it's that energy of like their heart really knows the way. But because they have a lot of stuff going on up in their head, they're definitely holding back. And I feel like as long as their head is in this space, they're gonna continue to hold back. They don't want to, but I do see them doing that right now. Can we get one more on the Seven of Pentacles here? Wow. For you, Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You know what? I feel like it does feel, listen, just because you're being emotionally mature doesn't mean you didn't get your feelings hurt, okay? I feel like, how do I say this? I feel like you might have got more hurt in this situation than you are willing to admit to yourself right now. And I feel like the reason that you're in that energy of not really wanting to look at it is because you don't want that to kind of weaken your resolve. It's like you kind of don't really want to admit to that it's like that you gave enough of yourself to this person for them to have been able to have that kind of influence on you. And I feel like you are determined to kind of make what you want. It's like you're trying to keep your, eye on the proverbial prize, but I actually feel like you're not done. And that doesn't mean you're going to go running back to somebody that hurt you and is just, unloading their dysfunction on you. Doesn't mean that's what they did, but it just kind of feels like you don't have closure. And sometimes we have to walk away from situations without getting it, right? Sometimes that's just the way that works, or the way life happens. But I feel like there's a lot of questions that you have for this person. And I feel like there's a lot that you want to say to them. It just hasn't. It's almost like, it feels like the energy of you're just taking a second to calm down before you go in. Because I do feel like you're going to go in and get that confirmation. It's almost like you kind of want to know what exactly happened here. I almost want to say like, so you can move on. I feel like this person feels some type of way about you, make no mistake, but I feel like you might even be looking at this like it's totally over, it's completely gone. You kind of want to know what happened and what the deal was, but you might be totally closed off from this person at this point. I feel like you don't see them as a good match for you. I feel like you saw them in that way at one point, but the energy that's coming off of them right now feels really big. Excuse me. It feels much bigger than it. It almost feels like this person may have hurt you in a way that made you want to turn away from them. I mean, obviously they did, right? But it's like this person, you may have initially, what's that saying? They say that you fall in love in your imagination, right? And it's like you may have saw this person in a certain type of light. Maybe you didn't give yourself the time that you usually do to kind of, how do I say this? I wanted to say like oversee the situation, but that's not right. It's like maybe you didn't give yourself the normal amount of time to get to know somebody and jumped into something, and it's like, and it's like now you're enmeshed, now you're involved, and it does feel like it's really challenging for some reason. It's almost like you're looking at yourself like, why is it so freaking hard to let go of this person? It may not be something that you struggle with normally, right? It just feels like, and it's actually because, from what I'm seeing, there seems to be a soul tie here. That doesn't mean you have to stay in a toxic relationship and so on and so forth, right? That's not what a soul tie is about. It just feels like the reason that pull is still there, it's almost like their purpose isn't finished. Hold on for a second. I almost want to say, I feel like this person, bear with me, I feel like what you thought you could have in a relationship, it's less than what you should have. And not even like, take this person out of the equation, okay? Just talking about you, it's almost like you may have been looking at life like, you're the royalty of cups and you want another royalty of cups, and that's what you want. And I actually feel like it feels like at some point along the way, you may have started to, obviously this won't be the actual situation for everybody, okay? It feels like at some point you may have started to look at life like, oh God, okay, well, if I can't have that, I'll have this. If ever you've seen that movie, 8 Mile, and I'm sitting in the car and his friend's dropping him off at work, and he looks at him and he's like, did you ever feel like you just got to stop living up here and you got to start living down here? And his friend looks at him like, it's 7 a.m, man. It's that kind of an energy, feeling like, you know what, okay, well, I can't have what I want, so let me see what's reasonable. And I feel like this person, their presence here, it's calling you out. It's this energy of, it's almost like it's this person trying to awaken something in you that you seem to have, it's there. You know damn well it's there. I feel like you are just trying to act like, nope, I've got a handle on it. Nope, I've got it under control. No. You don't understand. Like, that's all taken care of. And I feel like you may not be unhappy with the life that you're trying for, but it does feel like is it really, let me ask you this. Is the life that you're looking at, is that how you pictured yourself living when you were younger? Is it what you truly want? And some of you may say yes, and that's okay. It doesn't feel like you'll be unhappy. It just feels like this person, it's almost like they're calling you out to be more, to have more, to want more. And it's not stuff, right? It's like, internal, personal, character trait wise. I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's who you are as a person. I feel like there's a message here that you have the capability to expand well beyond where you are. And I'm kind of getting a little bit of energy of like, if you stay where you are and you pursue, you know, a Queen of Cups and whatever life it is that you are currently have your sights set on, I feel like you will be happy. It does feel like there is kind of a flattened, the life that you are looking for may not challenge you in a way that will help you grow. It's kind of the energy of somebody that it's like they meet someone really young and then neither of them really grow emotionally beyond that point because they don't challenge each other. And I feel like if the world has beaten you down to the point to think that that's where you need to be, please flip it off, because I don't know how to say this. I feel like you'll be happy either way. Okay? It just depends on what you want, what you have, what you're ready and willing and able to give to another person. Because for some of you, I'm actually seeing that like this is what you can do. And it's not like, oh, this is less, da 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 da. No, I am still seeing that like that you'll actually be very happy. It's kind of like you'll, I almost want to say, it doesn't mean life will be easy, right? No one's life is easy all the time. Excuse me, that was my stomach. I feel like it's something that you will enjoy. It feels like you may at times look at certain things in your past and be like, well, what if? I wonder how things could have been different. And I want to be really clear, Aquarius, it's not to pull you away from what you want or dissuade you. It just feels like this person seems to be kind of calling you out to be who, hold on for a second. To be who they need you to be. And if you choose not to, they're going to have to get it together and figure it out themselves. And that's their problem, right? You're not here to sacrifice yourself for other people. I do feel like there's actually... Hi, Aquarius. I apologize. I didn't see that my camera stopped recording, so these are the 3 cards that came out for the Knight of Swords. We have the Strength, 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups for what's in your energy here. So, I feel like there's a lot you want to say to this person, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to, you don't really want to give them anything else. It feels like it's almost the energy of somebody that it's like you might come in wanting to say like this to them and then wanting to leave. And it's like they seem to find a way to kind of get you into the conversation and kind of get you to stay longer and get you to say this and get you. Like it just feels like it's something, it doesn't even feel like it's necessarily manipulative. Like that isn't the intent. You know what I mean? It's like this person just kind of might make a plea to you and like, well, what about this? And it's almost like in them trying to get you to stay, it's like instead of apologizing, maybe they apologize, but then they want to throw back in your face things that they think you have done wrong, which is like, that's not the way to get you here, right? So I just kind of feel like let me be clear, Aquarius. This isn't the advice. This isn't the cards or even me telling you to do this. What I'm seeing, you're done. You're done with whatever's going on here, and maybe it could have been something, and maybe this, and maybe that. But I feel like you're not really interested in dealing with situations where you're kind of kept in the dark and you don't really know what's going on, right? Like that's not fair to you. And I feel with this that it's like definitely feel that you know that something was kept from you. I feel you may have kept something from this person as well. And it's almost like that in and of itself seems to be a bit of a block for you. It doesn't mean that you were deceitful or blah, blah, blah. It does feel like there was something, I feel like either you wanted to show this person, or it's like that you were kind of hoping to tell them at some point, but it definitely doesn't seem to be something that you want to share with them anymore. For some of you, it could have been that you wanted to tell them that you love them, but that's just not really what I'm seeing has happened here. So on your person's end, I mean, I feel like they may try to get your attention. They may invite you over, kind of like, if the two of you are really active on social media, like start liking your posts and kind of, you know, make their re-emergence into your life that way. Wow. It just feels like the honesty here. Yeah, they're going to come in. They're going to try to get your attention. They're going to try to this. They're going to try to that. I feel like if they do kind of come in with that sweet energy and try to get you to reinvest in the relationship, I actually feel like that might really, that might kind of spark something in you that actually seems to make you quite angry. You know what I mean? It feels really unfair. Like, why now? Why do you want to do this now? Why now? Why now? Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. To this person's credit, okay, I feel like what they actually want to do here is, it's like they seem to want to be truthful with you about what's going on with them, but I feel like they're not quite ready to do that. And I feel like obviously they don't want you to get away. They feel like this would be something, like the connection would be a lot of fun for the two of you, that the two of you would really enjoy it. I just feel like they're not really pursuing this the way that they want to because they're being held back by this double energy. We don't want to double there. I feel like they're hoping that you'll wait, that you'll give them a minute to do this, but the longer the situation goes like this, they seem to be losing more and more faith that that's going to happen. So, from what I'm seeing for a lot of you, they may be left out in the cold. And listen, I don't know what this person did, but I feel like to their credit, it wasn't for lack of trying. Whatever effort they put forth, however minimal it may have been, it actually was huge for them. I feel like it was really them stepping outside of their comfort zone. It doesn't mean that what happened, or kind of whatever happened here, was fair or right or just or correct or anything like that. It's just trying to help you understand that actually this person was trying. Their trying looks very different from your trying. And whatever's going on with them, it's like, I feel like if this doesn't kind of pan out with you, I actually feel like this person might be single for a while and do some work on themselves and wait, because I feel like they seem to, it's like they know the impact that they've had on you, and they don't want to do that again, and they don't want to have someone that they really want the way they want you and screw it up again if you choose to leave. If you choose to give this person another shot, you might notice them. If you do, which I'm not, for most of you, I'm not really seeing that, but depending on what the situation is, you may. If you do, I feel like it'll take a long time to get to a place where the two of you really trust each other, to get to the place where it's the type of relationship that both of you want. And I do feel that this person is someone that will always kind of push you to do better, push you to do more, always be challenging you. Not in a like, oh, you know, that twin flamey challenge you and it just brings up a lot of pain. It feels like this person is always going to see more in you and you as more capable than you see yourself. And I feel like there may be times where it's almost like it feels a bit exhausting because you just kind of, because they see you a certain way, and I feel like you know that it's almost like you know that they're right, but you may not have seen it yourself initially. I feel like that that energy before where the cards were saying that this person is going to constantly challenge you. I feel like that's what it's talking about. So I think I'll leave it there, Aquarius. If you have made it to the end of the reading, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope if the reading resonates that it was helpful, that it brought you some clarity, even just some peace of mind maybe to understand things a little bit more. If you're new here, I upload usually on Thursdays and Sundays. Thursdays are longer read. Sundays is the like a mini weekly love read. Next Thursday will be the March 2023 singles love readings. And we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.